Hendo, thanks very much for joining us. Commiserations on the side's defeat to Wakefield today. What were your immediate reflections after that performance and that result?
Oh, look, if I'm being honest, Jacob, we were second best today. That's fact. I thought Wakefield were far superior in terms of go forward, generating ruck speed and playing on the front foot, and also defensively, I think we're a lot more efficient and effective than we were overall for the game. So, I've got to give them a lot of credit. I thought they were excellent today, Wakefield. So, for our boys, that was our first genuine competitive hit out. And I think we looked at a team that was having their first hit out there, to be honest with you. There was a little bit of timing issues with some of the contact area. Weren't quite managing that as well as we'd like to. And some of our attack too, I thought just some of the skill was not quite executed as cleanly as we'd like, and a little bit clunky at times as well. But to be expected, as I said, for me, that's our first competitive hit out. And Wakefield, I know I've had a couple of good tests coming into this as well, and we're at full strength today as well. And I think you could see the quality that they have at their disposal. But overall, I was pleased with the way that we dug in, because it wasn't the best start to the game for us. We found ourselves very quickly behind after about 20 minutes, 24-0 down, and for some people we might have thought, oh my goodness, this could be a real blowout score. So I have to give credit to our players for digging in and keeping it respectable. But we've certainly learned a lot about certain individuals today and where they're currently at, and also where the team's currently at as well.
And I guess you've seen the benchmark in this competition, firsthand, and hopefully learning the lesson from this game can only be a positive for the sides moving forward for the rest of the season. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's what today's about. It's a learning curve. It's for our players to realise, okay, this is the benchmark of the competition. These are the standards we're going to have to get to if we're going to compete, against these sort of type of teams. Sorry, getting tongue-tied. And so for me, we learn, and it's been some good experience gained there for some of our younger guys, like Harvey Reynolds and Taylor Pemberton and that, who've had lots of exposure against like a Super League standard side. So again, there's some positives to that. I'm not going to be too overcritical on the performance. As I said previously, that's for me our first genuine competitive fixture and hit out. That's no disrespect to last week's opposition, but and I just felt we were found wanting a little bit today, and we were second best. But that's a very good side that we're up against, and I think what's exciting for us is, if we look at our squad, we've probably got another 7 or 8 players there that could potentially force their way into this team, which ultimately changes the dynamic of the team. But as I said, we've got 6 weeks preparation time leading into round 1, and we know we've got some work to do to get right for that.
Yeah, and that is like I say, 6 weeks still to go until the league season starts. It's going to be obviously plenty of work to do before the action gets underway, and only second game of the season, so still lots of work to do before then, and
Yeah, absolutely. I'm obviously disappointed today that we weren't able to give our fans a little bit more to cheer about, and maybe make the game a little bit more competitive than what it ended up being. So I can only apologise for that, but ultimately, like I said, we're still in our pre-season sort of phase as far as I'm concerned, and we're going to try and make sure we have our team ready for when the championship comes. So
just final word on the supporters. It was a fantastic crowd out here today. Obviously, plenty of support from Wakefield and from the Knights fans as well.
Absolutely. Again, I thought the York fans were fantastic. They've come out in great. And that's, again, what hurts me a little bit too, is I know how passionate they are about this team and this club, and and one thing we try and aim to do each week is to compete and have pride in our jersey and give everything we can for the cause, and I just felt we competed to a degree, but probably not to the standard we normally would do, so that was a little bit disappointing. But like I said, it would have been nice to give the fans a little bit more to cheer about, but I have to thank them very much for how vocal they were, the encouragement they were giving the team, and I think they knew how tough a proposition and a challenge it was today at times. And Wakefield as well, you've got to compliment their fans. I thought they were very vocal and supportive of their team, and it made for a great atmosphere. And again, for our players, it felt like a big game experience for them, and because both sets of fans created that atmosphere for them. So again, great learning and experience for everybody today.